Okay, so lesson 2.5 of chapter 2 is all about uh, sets. Okay, so in this lesson, we would define what is a set, discover the fundamental terms in sets or yung mga basic words or terms na magagamit natin or associated with sets, express sets in a number of ways, and perform operations on sets. Okay. So ang sabi dito, a set is a collection of well-defined objects, ideas, or numbers. Okay. So it's a group of things. Pwedeng bagay, pwedeng mga concepts, pwedeng numbers na kung saan they share a common characteristic. Okay, there is a rule, okay, or a characteristic that you need to possess in order for you to be part of that particular group or what we call sets. Okay, so the objects, ideas, or numbers in a set are called elements of the particular set. Ay yung mga kasama doon sa set na yon, ang tawag natin doon is elements. Bawat isa is element 1, 2, and 3, kung ilan man yon. Okay? So to describe a set, we use the pair of braces. Okay? So the elements are inside the braces. And usually we use capital letters to represent those sets. Okay? Ito yung mga example ng sets na meron tayo. The books in the shelves in a library. The set of natural numbers n with the elements 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. Or the integers z, wherein the elements are negative infinity to negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 to positive infinity. The set of rainbow colors are red, orange, yellow, green, violet, indigo, and blue. Okay, so these are some examples of sets. So it can be written in words, or you can list down the elements, okay, based on the characteristic or definition that was given. Now, these are some of the basic terms, no? The first one is ellipsis or the three dots. Okay, so it means there are two meaning kasi when we talk about ellipsis. So if the ellipsis is used before or after the first or last element, it denotes infinity. Okay, so pag ginamit daw natin yung ellipse bago yung first element at pagkatapos nung last element, it means na merong infinite number of elements after or before the elements. Okay? Kung naman po nakalagay yung ellipsis natin in between two elements, nasa gitna siya ng dalawa. Okay, it means na merong mga numbers sa gitna ng dalawang elements na yon. Okay, so example, set A, whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. And set B, whose elements are 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on and so forth. So kung mapapansin nyo po, nasa dulo yung ellipsis. So it means there are infinite numbers after 4 and 16 respectively. Now kay C and D naman po, elements with 2, 4, 6, then dot, 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 30. And sa set D, we have A, B, C, D, dot, 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 Z. So kung papansinin nyo po, nakapagitna yung ellipsis natin. So ang ibig sabihin yan is merong mga numbers sa gitna ni 6 and 30 or letters sa gitna ni D at saka ni Z. Okay? So again, if the ellipses were used before or after the first and last element, it means infinity. Kung naman in between, it means that there are numbers in between those two elements. Another basic term is finite and infinite set. So a finite set that contains elements that can be counted and terminates at a certain object, number, or idea. So, ibig sabihin limited. Okay, so mabibilang mo sila or mabibilang mo yung elements na nasa loob ng isang finite set. So, unlike in a infinite set, there are countless or endless number of elements. Ibig sabihin walang limit kasi nga po infinity, no? So, examples of finite, we have set of US states. So, we have 50 US states. Example naman po ng infinite, set of positive integers. So, 1 to infinity yan. Or set Q, whose elements are 12, 24, 26. And since the ellipsis is after 26, so it indicates infinity. So, infinite set yan. Set of rainbow colors is considered to be finite because we only have 7 rainbow colors. Set of first-year students in DABSU, so mabibilang naman po natin sila. And set G, whose elements is negative infinity, negative 8, negative 4, 0. So there are numbers before negative 8, which is infinitely many. So infinite po siya. Next one is the empty set and singleton. Okay? Empty set or non-set, from the name itself, empty, it means a set with no element. Okay? So, meron pong cases na ang isang set ay walang laman. Okay, so it's denoted by a 0 with a slash or a pair of braces na empty or walang laman. On the other hand, kapag singleton naman po, from the name itself, single, it means a set with only one element. So, isa lang yung laman nung set na yun. Singleton siya. So, again, kapag walang laman, empty set po. Now, is this an empty set or not? So, in this case, kung papansinin nyo po, yung symbol ng empty set, nasa loob po siya ng parentheses. So, kapag ganun po, hindi po siya considered na empty. Okay? So, it is considered to be a singleton. Then we have equal set and equivalent set. Two sets are equal if they contain the same elements. Okay? Parehong-pareho yung laman nila at yung dami. Kapag equivalent set naman po, ang tinitingnan lang po natin is yung number of elements between the two sets. So regardless kung parehas sila ng elements, basta ang importante is parehas sila ng bilang. So kung 5 si set A and 5 si set B, equivalent set sila. Pero kung parehong-pareho yung elements po nila, equal sets ang tawag po natin doon. Then, ito, mga examples po ito. So the first one is considered to be equal set. Okay? So parehas silang may 3, parehas silang may 8, parehas silang may 9, regardless yung pagkakasunod. Okay? Number 2 is considered to be a equal set. Parehas silang may 6, parehas silang may 7. Even though na doon sa unang-una, 3 beses lumabas si 7, still, considered lang po siya as 1. Counted as 1 lang po siya. Okay, so kaya dalawa yung una, dalawa rin yung pangalawa. That's why it's a equal set. For the third one, they are considered to be equivalent sets because their elements are not the same. Yung unang-una is set of animals. The second one are the set of fruits. But since they have the same number of elements, which is 4, then they are considered to be equivalent set. Number 4 is equivalent. Number 5 is equal. And number 6 is considered to be equivalent set. Okay? So that is equal and equivalent set. Next one is cardinality of sets. So pag sinabi po natin cardinality, it means the number of distinct elements that belongs to a finite set. So nagagamit lang natin si cardinality kung limited yung elements ng set na yon or finite set siya. Okay? So cardinality, we're talking about ilan ba yung elements ng isang finite set. Okay? So also known as the cardinal number of sets, denoted by n of A or uh, the capital letter A or kung ano man yung representation ng set natin between the two vertical bars. Okay? So, yan po. We also have universal set, a set that contains all elements considered in a particular situation, denoted by capital letter U. For example, the set of students in DABSU. So, it is considered to be universal set kasi lahat ng estudyante ng DABSU, regardless ng year, regardless ng course, regardless ng major, regardless kung saan campus ka. Okay? So, subset naman po, a subset is a set whose elements belong to another set or universal set. Okay? So, it's part. Okay? So, parang subgroup siya ng isang set or ng universal set. Okay? So, it is denoted by a letter C with an underline. Subset po yun. For example, our U is the universal set whose elements is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have set A, 1, 3, 4, 7, set B, 4, 7, set C, 1, 2, 7, and set D, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Now, si set A is a subset of the universal set. Kasi yung mga elements ni set A, makikita natin siya sa universal set. By definition, a subset, yung mga elements niya should be seen or belongs to another set or to the universal set. Okay? Set B is also considered to be a subset of U or the universal set, as well as set C and set D. Okay? So, lahat po yan ay subset. So, yung mga elements ng A, B, C, D, makikita natin siya sa universal set. Now, there is a specific or special subset. Now, we call it a proper subset. So, a proper subset, it's a subset, okay, wherein the cardinality is not the same as the original. So, mas mababa yung cardinality niya. Okay, so subset siya, pero nakukonsider siyang proper subset kung yung number of elements is mas mababa doon sa another set or doon sa universal set. Okay? So kung a universal set has 9 elements, so dapat ang isang subset should have 8 and below para makonsider siyang proper subset. So it's denoted by a letter C without underline po, no? So example, elements of A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elements of B is 1, 2, 3. C is 3, 4. D is 1. And E is empty. No? Si B is a proper subset of A because yung mga elements ni B, makikita natin siya kay A. And at the same time, yung dami ng elements ni B, which is 3, mas mababa doon sa dami ng elements ni A, which is 5. Okay? So we also have set C, a proper subset, set D, a proper subset, and set E, proper subset po siya. Kasi 0 is still less than 5. Okay? So let's check. B to A. So these are the given. Is it a proper subset or a subset? Number 1 is a subset. Kasi yung elements daw ni B is equal to A. So since B is equal to A, kung ano yung elements ni A, yun din yung elements ni B. So subset lang. Subset po siya. E to A. E is not a subset nor a proper subset kasi sabi nga po, for it to be considered subset, dapat yung elements ni E, makikita natin siya kay A. Since si A wala naman 0, so therefore E is not a subset of A. Let's have C and B. C is a proper subset of B. F to D. F is a proper subset of D. No? because the elements of F, which is 2, 4, 6, can be seen in D, and the elements of F is less than the elements of D. Now, D to A is a subset. Hindi po siya makukonsider na proper subset kasi parehas lang po yung dami ng bilang nila. Kahit na umulit si 1 and 4 sa D, counted as 1 lang po yun. Okay? Now, ways of presenting sets. So there are three ways: descriptive form, roster form, or roster method, and set builder notation. Okay, so descriptive form, it's in words. So you define the rules in a sentence form, like set of rainbow colors, set of even numbers greater than 3 but less than 100. Nothing else belongs to F. 8 is the only element of Y. So pag naka-wordings yan, descriptive form. Now, kung naka-list down naman yung number of elements, we call it roster method or list notation. Yan, example. Kung sa descriptive, we have set of rainbow colors. Pagdating naman po sa roster, iisa-isa natin yung mga rainbow colors. Ililista natin sila isa-isa. So we have red, orange, yellow, green, violet, indigo, and blue. Number 2, set of even numbers greater than 3 but less than 15. So lahat ng even numbers na mataas kay 3 pero mababa kay 15, ililista po natin sila. So we have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. Nothing else belongs to F. It means walang laman si F. So it's an empty set. 8 is the only element of Y. So in roster form, ililista natin si 8 inside the pair of braces as the element of Y. Then for set builder, also known as predicate notation or rule method, it is a way of presenting the set in such a way na you use a letter and then you describe what does that letter represents. Okay? Example, set of rainbow colors. So let's say I will use X. X such that X is a rainbow color. So it means yung value ni X is one of the rainbow color or the rainbow colors itself. Number 2, set of even numbers greater than 3 but less than 15. So let's say I will use small letter P, wherein P is a even number greater than 3 and less than 15. Set of English vowels, V, such that V is an English vowel. Students in Davsu. So D, such that D is a Davsu student. Okay? So ganyan po siya. Let's have some examples or exercises. Set of all vowels in English alphabet. So in set builder, let's say X, such that X is a vowel in the English alphabet. So kung ililista natin yan, inside the braces, that's A, E, I, O, U. Set of odd positive integers less than or equal to 15. So X such that X is a positive odd integer less than or equal to 15. So that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 in the roster method or form. Set of all positive cube numbers less than 100. So X such that X is a positive cube number and less than 100. So yan yung mga numbers na 1, 8, 27, 64. Okay, kasi 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 65, 5 cube, hindi na po siya kasama kasi magiging sagot na dyan is 225. So, less than 100 lang po yung kailangan natin. Okay? So, now, operations on set. So, these are the 3 common operations on set. So, meron tayong parts sa PETA or performance task that would ask you to perform operations. So, the most common operations are union, intersection, and complementation. Okay? When we talk about operations, we're not talking about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay? So kapag union, from the name itself, union of sets, an operation for two or more sets in which another set is formed. So gagawa kayo ng set na kung saan you can combine all of the elements. From the name itself, union, you combine or you mix all the elements of two or more sets. Okay? So in illustration, yung shaded blue part is the union of A and B. So union pinagsama. So yeah. So given this sets, A elements 1 to 5, B elements 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, C 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, D elements 4, 8, 16, 20, and 24, and set E 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 respectively. So B union C. So we combine B and C, you would get a new set whose elements is 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 15. So A union B union D. So pagsasamahin natin si A, B, and D, yung mga elements niya. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 16, 20, and 24. So A union, E union, E naman, pagsasamahin natin lahat yan. Yan po makukuha natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20, 25. Another word or the word that is associated with union is the word or. No, kapag nakita nyo po yung or, it means we're talking about union. So A or B or E. So we combine the elements of B and elements of E to form a new set. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So again, union. From the name itself, you combine them. Okay? The next one is intersection of sets. So kung meron tayong union sa intersection of sets naman, the symbol is the inverted U. Ang tinitingnan naman po natin is yung common. Ano yung pagkakapareho doon sa dalawang set na yun. So yun yung ililista mo. So kung sa union, kino-combine, sa intersection, ano yung common? Ano yung pagkakaparehas nila? Okay? So saan sila nag-intersect? So yan, same examples. B union C, ano yung meron kay B na meron kay C? So that is 6. Parehas silang may 6. A union or A intersection B intersection D. So ano yung pareho? Ano yung meron kay A na na kay B at na kay C? And that is empty. Okay? So wala silang pagkakapareho. Though si A and B may 2 and 4, hindi naman sila parehas. Though si B and C ay parehong may 6, wala namang 6 si A. So hindi rin po pwede yun. Now, A union D, parehas silang may 2, parehas silang may 4. So we write 2, 4 as the elements. We have A union B union C union D and union E. Ano yung meron kay A na na kay B, na kay C, na kay D, and na kay E? Wala po. Okay? Then we have A union B union D. So kapag nakikita nyo po yung, intersection. Kapag nakikita nyo po yung operation na intersection na nasa loob ng parenthesis, it means you get that one first. So parang naggumamit ka lang din ng GEMDAS. So you start with the grouping symbols. So kunin mo muna si B union D. Anong meron kay B na kay D? So that's 2, 4, 8. Then kung ano yung sagot mo doon, yun yung ibabangga mo or titignan mo kay A. And that is 2, 4. Okay? So, ayan po siya. Again, kapag nasa loob po ng parenthesis, you start with what's inside the parenthesis. Next one is complement. Complement of set is an operation on set that must be performed in reference to the universal set. Okay? So, ano yung mga elements na wala kay A pero na nasa universal set? Okay? So all elements that does not belong to A but on the universal set. Ulitin ko po. Ano yung elements na wala kay A pero na nasa universal set? Okay? So let's have this one. The universal set is 0 to 9. A is 13579 and B is 2357. So the complement of A, ibig sabihin po is ano yung mga elements na wala kay set A pero na nasa universal set. Laging universal set po ang ating basis, no? Unless otherwise po na naka-specify sa problem kung ano yung magiging reference set ninyo. So that's 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 nasa universal set pero wala kay A. So the complement of A is 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Complement of B naman, we have 0, 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yung mga elements na wala kay B pero na nasa universal set. So next one is A intersection B universal set. Okay, so again, roll in PEMDAS. We start with the parenthesis. So kunin muna natin yung common kay A and B, which is 3, 5, and 7. So again, that's 3, 5, 7. And yun yung na kay A intersection B. So kung ano yung mga elements na wala kay A intersection B pero na nasa universal set, sila yung ilalagay natin. So that's 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So next one is A complement union B complement. So kunin natin yung example 1 and 2 since nakuha na naman natin. Pag sasamahin daw natin sila kasi union siya. So we have 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 now. 9. Next one is A union B. Take note, nakalabas po yung complement. So unahin muna natin yung union and then complement. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9. And yung nasa universal set na wala sa sagot natin kanina is 0, 4, 6, 8. Okay? So this is again the complement. Next one, dito masyadong ginagamit but let me discuss it to you. Difference of set A and B. So A minus B. It means yung elements ni B, tatanggalin natin siya kay A. Okay? So A minus B. So ang elements of A natin is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and B is 2, 3, 5, 7. So lahat ng elements ni B tatanggalin natin. Kung ano yung matitira, yun yung magiging A minus B. So, that's 2, 3, 5, 7. Tatanggalin natin yung 3, 5, 7 kay A, ang matitira na lang is 1 and 9. Kung B minus A naman po, yung elements ni A, ibabawas natin kay B. So, yung 3, 5, 7, so ang matitira na lang sa B minus A is 2. Okay, so that's it for sets. Next video is about functions. No? Thank you so much and have a great day.